Hey everybody, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher. Welcome back out to the channel. Today we're going to be taking another look at our Bodyguard 2.0 and we're going to be comparing it to the Kimber Micro 380 and the Beretta 80X Cheetah. And we're going to be testing it with some Winchester. It's some elite performance and it's supposed to be able to stop the threat as printed by the box. It's a 95 grain projectile. Should be a fun time. Let's get to shooting. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about our Bodyguard 2.0 from Smith & Wesson, and we have our Kimber Micro 380, and we have our Beretta Cheetah 80X, and we have here with us that we're going to be testing this 95 grain Winchester Extreme Defender for compact guns. We have a 95 grain projectile from Winchester. It's their elite performance. It's a bonded jacketed hollow point. We'll see how it does in gel with velocity testing, maybe some accuracy testing. Okay, well, we have a Winchester Elite Defender, bonded jacketed hollow point, 95 grain in the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Let's see how it performs. Let's go down and take a look. Well, folks, when I first took a look at this, I thought, man, look how it curved up and it must have gone out. But nope, our bullet is sitting at 2 inches. Let me take this off the tripod real quick. Show you the top of it. Do you see where that bullet is? We got great and tremendous expansion, and it went out to about 7.5 inches before it bounced back 5 inches. So in total, we are sitting at, in clear ballistic gel, 2.5 inches against right there. You can't see it. It's hard to see. You can see it there. Now you can really see it there. 2.5 inches. Maybe we can be generous and say 2.25 of penetration into that gel. I would say, well, let's do one more to see if that wasn't a fluke. All right, well, let's test this one more time because that would be terrible if this were true. Yeah. Science, it's repeatable. Okay, the second one is just a little bit lower. Yep, we expand out to maybe 7.5 inches. We bounce all the way back to 2.5 inches. Again, no, I'm not going to be generous. It's 2.5 inches. That's science, my friends. It's verifiable and repeatable. We'd have to have someone else test it, but I would say no bueno. Do not use this as a self-defense round in a pocket 380 Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. I don't know if it's the angular momentum and it's just getting too much expansion too fast. And you can tell the bullets have fantastic expansion. They're fully expanded. But don't use it in this. That might not get to where you need it to get to stop the threat. All right, we have the Kimber Micro 380 with this Winchester 95 grain elite performance bonded jacketed hollow point. How will it do in gel? Okay, well, this is the Micro 380 round. Where the heck did that bullet go? Did that go so far and then pop out of the gel? What the heck is happening with this Winchester round? The bullet's gone. It doesn't go anywhere. Where the freak is it? 2 bullets up there. We have that one here. We saw these others had tremendous spring back. I think it popped out of the gel. Holy crap! That's terrible! So you're saying that this round won't get any penetration. We've got this Winchester 95 grain elite performance, it claims, bonded jacketed hollow point. I'm not so sure this is Elite. I could not find that bullet on the ground. I'm worried that this thing's going to bounce back and hit me, so we have eye protection. Let's see if we can prove this again. That went right next to the other one. Let's see if we captured it this time, though. Yeah, we got it that time. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. We got the Kimber getting about 6 inches of penetration. It's right next to the other wound channel, and I still can't find that other bullet. I have no idea where it went. You can see how the Kimber compares to the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is bad. It got further penetration than the Kimber, but the bullets ricocheted back. I think when we take these bullets out, we're going to see they got a little bit more expansion. But how about this negative test? Is that a fluke? Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments. We have the Beretta Cheetah 80X. We have the Winchester Defender, Extreme Defender, not just Defender. And it's a bonded jacket hollow point, 95 grain. Let's see what we do in gel. If we can get it in a spot. That's not bad. Okay, this is the Beretta round. Again, we're getting out to about 6 inches. Very similar to what we got with the Kimber in the round that we were able to capture. Yeah, I mean, it's getting tremendous expansion, great expansion, but hardly any penetration. What the heck, Winchester? That's terrible. Okay, well, let's take a look at these 4 bullets that we recovered from the gel. So over here we have the Bodyguard 2.0 bullets that we recovered, and they have about a 0.67 expansion and about a 0.2, 0.22, 0.21 height to them. Then we take a look at the Kimber, and actually the Kimber has a little bit shorter. It has like a 0.65 diameter, and it's a little taller and coming in at about a 0.23 inch height on it. And then the one that from the Beretta that had more energy because of the additional barrel length, we see that it has an expansion of almost close to 0.7 inches, which is for a 380. I mean, that's fantastic expansion, and its depth is like 0.195, so less than 0.2 of an inch. And so it's really just a fantastic type round here, except that the penetration is horrible. So again, one of these Winchester bullets from the Kimber came back out of the gel. That's horrible. Like, yeah, that's just really bad. I have the Winchester Defender Elite Defender. Sorry about that, Winchester. Winchester Elite Defender Stop the Threat, 95 grain, bonded jacketed hollow point. Let's see how it does with the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. 946, 942, 947. 947.8. So one of the interesting things with this is we do see an increased velocity, but when we looked at it in gel, these things expanded like crazy. We sometimes got only 2 inches of penetration. That sucks. I think they need to slow it down, which is counterintuitive, but they're getting too much penetration too fast for this to really be a good Defender round. For averages, we had a min of 942, a max of 947, extreme spread of 5. Very consistently loaded. Good job on that, Winchester. 930, 969, 972. One more. And 985. So we had an average of 964. We had a min of 930 and a max of 985. But an extreme spread of 54. Okay, up next we have the Bodyguard with this Winchester ammo, 95 grains. Bodyguard. I meant the Beretta Cheetah 80X. Sorry, Beretta. See how it does. I am holding these guns weird because I'm trying to get that recommended 5 to 15 inches for this Garmin Xero to make sure we get proper alignment. 1025, 1005, 1007, and 1048. So we had a min of 1005, a max of 1048, extreme spread of 43, and an average of 1021. Not bad, but again, that's too much for this jacketed hollow point, and we get over expansion, we hardly get any penetration at all, as we saw in the gel tests. Okay, we're at 5 yards, and we have this Winchester Defender. We'll see how it goes in our Bodyguard 2.0. We only had 4 shots, and I must have been riding the slide release, and I do that every now and then with the Bodyguard. But not great performance, but I was getting some weird effect with my glasses. All the excuses in the world. If you want excuses, I got excuses. Come down to our warehouse today, and I will give you a truckload of excuses. Let's move on to the next round. Next gun. Okay, we're at 5 yards. We got the Winchester. We got the Kimber. Let's shoot it. And failure to extract with the Kimber. All sorts of issues today going on. It's still failing to extract. You only have 4 rounds in each of these because I don't have much more of this ammunition. You can see the groups open up even more. It could be the ammunition. All right, we got the Beretta. Let's shoot it. Also helps when you have a red dot. Okay, let's wrap up this video. This has been one of the more crazy videos. Like when I've been editing it and when I've been just kind of looking at some of those replays, I can't believe it. Like, this is so classic 380 that you've heard stories from people. Like, some people hate 380. They don't think it does the minimum amount of damage. And I tell you what, this Winchester Defender is the poster child for that. Oh, did you hear about the guy who got shot with a 380? You know, he said, please stop doing that. Or did you hear about the guy who got shot with a 380 and he didn't stop because he didn't know he was shot? Or on and on and on. Well, I mean, if you're shot with this Winchester Defender out of that Kimber, it could be that it doesn't even penetrate. And it just bounces out of someone with some layers of clothing and some, you know, some body fat. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't saw it with my own eyes. I don't know that I've ever seen 0 penetration. I mean, it got 6 inches, but then it went all the way out, and it was moving as it was flying back out. I looked for the bullet and I couldn't find it, but I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, these things, to their credit, they got fantastic expansion. Too much expansion. Like, what do you want? A 1-inch barrel to slow these things down so they don't expand so fast? I mean, that just, like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know what target audience or what they were designing these Winchester Defenders for, but that's just an absolute fail. And I guess I'm at a loss. You know, this just really reinforces to me, you've got to look at your ammo. Like, expansion is just one aspect. You got to look at penetration. And with the 380 ACP round, you've got to find a round that gets you sufficient penetration. This isn't that round. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. Have you ever seen a round come out of a gel block like that? Put that in the comments below. Hope everyone has a great week, and let's get to shooting.